Alright, that's why that wasn't working. I mean, it's only been like a week. Oh boy. Alright. Probably not going to use a webcam for a lot of this, but might as well for the intro. Button over here. Hi. Hey everybody, I'm Somebody Nowhere, and more Sleeper Citizen. More Citizen Sleeper. Yeah. I was not feeling great. Like, last week, I was trying to fight it off, but I could feel like I was getting sick while I was doing all that reading the first couple sessions of Citizen Sleeper, and last week when I was doing Shadowrun. And yeah, no, I was not getting better. So yeah, a couple days off. Other things also happened. Check the Discord. It's a whole ordeal, but I'm feeling better, feeling good enough to read, and so yeah, just gonna see what the dice let us do this time. When last we left our hero, we, I think, opened up access to some other areas of the ship, and yeah, so we've got some more quests. But I think the other notable thing was, the thing that's hunting us is getting to the ship. Yeah, I think the thing that's hunting us is getting to the ship. So as much as I want to relax today, I don't know how relaxed it's gonna be, because it's coming. It's coming for us, whatever it is. There's something hunting us. And then we also have the hunter hunting us, as it were. We'll be fine, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and read the text as the game decides to let us have it. Okay, yeah, I stopped here because resting was going to roll us over into the visitors, or whatever it was. Where is it? Let's see. There's the shipyard. The empty container. Okay, so yeah, as soon as we go into the next cycle, whatever this hunted thing is gonna advance. So yeah, I'm a little concerned, but you know, any kind of progress in the story is good progress. Like, we've got all these active quests that we can work on, and yeah, we should have a whole like 5 dice. So cross your fingers. Hopefully we get to. Hopefully whatever this is isn't that bad. Like, Yeah. We got some currency. We got a ship fragment. We have several things of data. So we're not doing that badly. Like, I don't think. But we'll lose a little bit of energy, and then yeah. So let's end the cycle and see what we get. Oh, give me some good dice. And whatever is hunting us. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oh my god, those dice suck. Oh my god. We're not going to get anything accomplished today. Oh my god. What does the game want from us? Like, how? We aren't going to get anything good done today. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We can do things even with bad dice. Hold it there, sleeper. Comes a voice from behind you. Don't you run. Oh shit. A cynical bounty hunter. Stay still. Good. A hand pats your coat down. You know your master's voice. Ethan spins you around. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket. You immediately know he is terrible news. You got all the way out here and then stayed put? He laughs, a cruel laugh. That a sleeper thing? You're my first. You barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest. It's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out of the belt loop without taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I put most of my contacts out of asteroid caves. Or off of godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into two perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrist. Go easy. I want to run for it. I really want to run for it, but I feel like make break for it. You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you and watch the rings. You spin, knocking him away and sprinting down the corridor. Then, shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. A bullet hole smokes in the wall beside your head. You freeze, and Ethan closes the gap. This is a very boring routine. Trust me, I've seen it all before. He slips the rings over your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home, he whistles. Going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. Who hired you? Your daddy's at SNARP. They want you home for dinner. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to SNARP right away. That tracker of yours makes this too quick. I was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? A running battle through Bright Market, maybe? Or a holdout in Low End? There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. You walk on in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That SNARP tracker will be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea, Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about, on the way back to the ship, we stop for a drink? I'm buying. He laughs at his own joke. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, muses Ethan, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems, and we're heading for the exit. He pauses, and you trudge on in silence. Okay, here's the idea, starts Ethan. You and me, we make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns you to face him. You run, or leave, or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot, or scheme, or try to kill me, I shoot you. But, he smiles. You come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab. I don't shoot you. He pauses. You don't pay my tab, he rattles his handgun. You get the idea. So you're letting me go? Not at all. Let's call it open custody. You're free to mooch around the eye as long as you keep paying up. He stretches. You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something at his belt and the rings release at your wrist. I'm going to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker. So don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you gonna do? Okay, I feel like that could have gone worse, right? So what's Ethan's tab? Maybe if you manage to pay his tab, Ethan will leave you alone. Wishful thinking, perhaps, but what else can you do? So now we need enough credits to make sure that we can pay his tab too? No. That is bad for us, man. Okay, so scrapyard. Yard. Their nerve is not doing any good. If we put either the 2 or the 3 in this, it's gonna be risky, but we can try. What else do we got? Nothing down on this end. And haul materials, that's danger. As much as we need money. So where is he? Here it is, the compressor club. You see Ethan in the distance, shouting from the bar for more drinks. This bill isn't going to be small, is it? Okay, so we can't interact with this until, I guess, we have to? So I guess this is just another part where we have to make sure to have enough money after so many weeks. We're fine on energy right now. We don't have these. Today's dice are so bad. Okay. Transit hub. Yeah, both of these are not something we can do. Like with our dice the way they are today, it's not a good time. I think we have to do at least a little bit of this. Merchant freighter, are we waiting on it? Oh, let's see. Merchants, we don't have the money to really buy a fragment. And we can't haggle over prices. So, yeah, we're not doing anything in this area. Let's see, the ambergris, what's... So I gave a stack of chits, you can acquire ship mines. So yeah, we need to be able to do a ship mine thing for this. So we're able to progress the ambergris thing a little bit. We need to work in the shipyard. Let's see. We do this to get a little bit of energy back. Save a little bit of money. That is one. Oh my god, it's 50-50. Maybe it's 75% chance of something good. That'll make sure that we have a little bit more energy. We did not get good dice today. Oh boy. Well, we've gotta go make money today. Yeah, we definitely need to make money today. What is this one again? Oh, we're waiting on this one to come back. Is there anything that we can use our dice on here? So we've got some bad dice. Ooh. Let's see, what is this? Have an agent. Yeah, no. That's a good bot. Oh, geez. Two bots right in a row. There you go. Okay. Network here, leaving open data extraction. Like, I don't remember what data we need. What's this one? 4. We do not have 4, that's for sure. Oh, what is this? Oh, the hunter nest. Oh. Oh. This is risky. But we do need to do... From what you gather, they contain thousands of strings of... Let me see. Where's the hunter nest? It has to be one of our things here, right? I mean, we need to do something with... Like, we need a 2. And it's not like we have anywhere else to use this, so... It's gonna be risky, but honestly, we got so bad dice today, so... Let's plug that in there and see what we get, because I honestly don't remember what we are gonna get out of this. Okay, from what you can gather, the nest contains thousands of strings. So, extract data. Alright, we got some hunter data. Oh yeah, we feed this hunter data into something else. I can't remember who takes the hunter data. Okay. Oh, here's somewhere that we can put the 1. Put a 1 in. Like, all of this is not good because the hunter is coming. The hunter is definitely coming. Ugh. We need to go make some money, though. Because that guy is putting up a big-time bar tab. Okay, so, yeah, there's a whole bunch of spots here that we can gain intel for. I'm just trying to remember where we need to take this hunter data. I feel like it was maybe the vending machine? So yeah, this is where we can use most of our bad dice. And today we got a lot of bad dice. Let's see. Hermitage Cipher. Let me see if I can remember. It was like up here somewhere. At the yard. In the bar? Nope. Although we could work at the bar and get some money. Pay isn't great, but the tips can make all the difference. How bad is it? 75% at 3 dice. Alright, let's leave there. Sealed dock. There's the surgery. We'll need that eventually. Was it in the apartment? What the hell is Tavala? Clacking of filter caps. Play rotating rounds of this game for cryo. I don't know what I was thinking, but was it in here? Okay, Sabine's terminal sits open, so we need more of the Yatagan data for this thing. I don't think I saw any of that. Oh boy, like, the hunter is coming. But then we also need to make money, so let's go make some money. And then, let's see, what do we got here? We can sell components if we have any. We definitely don't want to do this, because we do not have any good dice for that. But I don't think we have any scrap for that. All we have is one ship fragment. So, let's see. Is the sealed dock where the vending machine was? Yes, here we are at the vending machine. Found it. Okay, so put that in there, and it looks like the Neovend wants data on the Hunter protocol, and so we might be able to help counter the Hunter that periodically comes after us. So this is good for us. We're making good use of our bad dice, so... Alright, we got some data. Let's see what kind of story we get. Alright, the Neovend machine. Alright, Neovend is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder, if it fell over, would Neovend be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovend flashes sequences of mangled data compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Operational limits. Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine can reasonably produce. Station was run by administrator intelligences, huge databanks of corporate material, by limited cognition, restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Wait, killer? We know about the hunter, but killer? The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer, part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find, killer to erase. Oh, that's bad. That's super bad for us. Oh no. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community. Unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter, then killer. Then we hid. How'd you escape? A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for Neovend. Found this vessel. Could sever hardline. Airwalled basic limited. Had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self, but survived. What did you lose? Memory, understanding, knowledge, many things. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovend interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke Killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke Killer on self. Problem will solve self. Will that work? The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring shipmind. Designed to house intelligence, can imprint self into shipmind, and you can carry with. The machine rocks will be safe. This isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to Cloud. Where do I get the shipmind? Build from fragments. Buy. Salvage. We cannot leave, so do not know. You try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In shipmind, I can help us both. End Hunter. Make Rim safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Find soon. Neovend adds, hopefully, before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligences unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. Okay, that was good. That was good for us. We yes, we need to find like Neovend wants us to find a shipmind. So buy or build a shipmind. But isn't that what the ambergris also wants? Ah, crap. The ambergris also wants a shipmind, but I need to get rid of this hunter. I do not want to deal with that hunter. The hunter, when we do end up encountering them, every time we encounter them, they damage me. Like, they damage my, stability, which then just means I have fewer dice to help me. Okay, so we need to keep an eye out for Yatagan data that we can feed to Sabine. We need to work, probably. I don't think we even have enough money to buy more scrap and stuff, so we need also to make sure that Dragos's nerve isn't bad. I think we're gonna do this. It'll get us a little bit of money. Again, it's 75% chance of success. It's dangerous, but it'll get us money, and it'll hopefully help. Alright, let's go. Oh, that worked. Neutral outcome. So we got some clearance points, and we got a little bit of cryptocurrency. So it wasn't amazing, but I'll take neutral over negative every day. Alright. We've got 3 dice left. They are not good. They are not good dice by any metric. If we can find something that wants a +1, or one of the dice that does a +1, wait. Can we put a point anywhere? Nope, not yet. Dang it. So we need to... I don't want to deal with the hunter today. What did we need? We needed the, oh, we don't have that kind of die. Anything down here? Oh, wait, Atigan. Yatigan is one of them that we need. And we do have dice for one. I don't want to deal with Hunter this cycle, but honestly, this is somewhere that we can use... Oh, wait. Ooh, that's two different Yatigan. Well, let's plug at least one of our ones into this. We won't have the Hunter after us just yet, but let's see what we get. Should get the Yatigan that we can feed into the other thing. And yeah, so we're one away from the Hunter haunting us, as it were. I don't want to deal with them right now, but we gotta make progress. I think we do need to work, though. Okay, there's Sabine surgery. Is it in Sabine's? Oh no, wait. This is where we buy the stabilizer after we lose health from whatever various means. It's like I'm trying to remember. It's like it's only been a week, but there's a lot. Okay, so we can feed the Yatigan that we got into here. I think that's I think that's the solution. We feed the Yatigan that we got into here. It should progress at one. Alright. It looked like we could get one more Yatigan, but it's going to make the Hunter come after us. And we don't have, like, yes, I can survive the Hunter. Like, it doesn't look like we're going to get too badly damaged. I think that's what we have to do. We have to just deal with the Hunter and just... It's going to take some damage, or it's going to deal some damage to us. I don't think there's any way around that. It's like, we need to also work, probably, some more. Because we're gonna, at the very least, we're probably gonna need money to pay to get fixed. But then we also are gonna need to pay for his nonsense. The Hunter, or the guy that came after us. Anyway, whatever this is gonna get here soon. Alright. We need one more Yatigan. Where was it? No, it was up here, right? Yep, there's another Yatigan. We're gonna be able to plug this into here, but we're gonna have to deal with another Hunter. We need the Yatigan data, so... Alright. You hear that noise? I think that's the Hunter. Here it comes. Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity, submit. Hunter's strange head bobs in your vision. Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you. Whoa. They know about them? In that globed head, you see whirling strings of data, so many spinning there that they threaten to tear through the thin skin and whip out into the void around. What happened to this creature? The threads squeeze, and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Okay, that's the only strike. You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they're broken. As you slip away, you realize you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. Shit. That took, what, that much damage? I mean, we're gonna lose a die.
Like, we're going to be down 1 die for the next cycle. But we're going to have 4 still, I think. Also, hey, let's go feed this Yataghan to the thing over here. This will at least give us more story on the Yataghan thing here. I feel like that encounter with the hunter could have been so much worse. We've definitely had worse encounters with the hunter. Alright, let's see what we get. So we might be able to bargain for their freedom. Continue. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yataghan data uploaded, the air crackles with white noise. Sleeper. Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming in from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yataghan are monitoring me. Their voice is hushed, distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yataghan agents, there's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine reemerges. Has to be somehow baked into their wetware's interface, and that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Wait, why? Even Yataghan Enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on the Enforcer's bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you, these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. Background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yataghan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean toward the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull this all together, but this might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick? He is one of the heads of Yataghan. They pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly, a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered and panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. Then, the sharp crack of disconnect. Silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yataghan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's reminder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering, and more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yataghan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, and also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment. Glancing around, you close it up, and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. Okay. So we need to wait, what was it, 4 cycles? Before we can find out more there? So we got 1 die left. It is a 2. We don't want to really injure ourselves, because so far it looks like we're going to get 4 dice for the next cycle. We could... Are we able to do any more work? We could do this. I mean, it's 75%. And it should give us this. That should hopefully, like, make Dragos be a little better. Like, Dragos is on a clock, but... and still has a lot left to go, but yard clearance... History or no, the ship is salvage, as Dragos always says. Break it down. It's like I kind of want to find out more about it, but with Intuit being -1, unless we get like the best rolls, we are not getting this one. Like, it won't pay, but you may find answers. I'm not going to be able to do that, I don't think. What else is there? I think we could work in the restaurant if we wanted. It's risky. Let's see. How much is this? 15 for food. I can't remember how much the fungus gets us. I think it gets us like... It's either 3 or 4 energy. So this is probably what we're going to have to eat next cycle. Residential district. This helps make friends. I don't... As much as I need friends to get information, I need money. More so, I think. I want to do this, but this is negative and this is risky. Alright, let's go use this to get rid of the thing over here. Actually, wait. And for the shipyards. We could work in the shipyards. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by grabbing a thing. You don't have the connections, but you do have the skills. You can get a shipbuilder to notice them. You might be, like... I'm trying to figure out where we need to go next, because... Let's just work, I think. Do we have anything about... They want us to find... What kind of data is this? They'll pay well for Solheim data. So... Right now, we're clear on the Hunter, so do we have any Solheim data? Do we even have Havenage? If we've got any Solheim data in here, I guess we could... Solheim. We do not have that one. Havenage... This is just, like, general data. Alright, doesn't look like we have anything here. Let's go use this to... What is this down here? Oh. We need to pay for passage to the farther end of the ship. It's like... We were doing fine, but now we have, like, multiple things that want our money. Not good for us. Let's see. Exchange. And let's just go work. We're gonna miss out on the information that this could give us, but it should make Dragos better. It sucks that we miss out on whatever lore this could give us, but it's fine. Maybe. Progress this, get a little bit of money. It's sad we miss out on this, but it is what it is. Okay, neutral outcome. Thank you. The final pieces of the winter light sit in neat piles, waiting for the collection shuttle from Havenage. Dagos has managed to sell the remaining pieces to the shipyards, a fact that's hard to forget, as he has been telling you about it for the past 2 cycles. And all that remains is for Havenage to come collect. You look around the yard, transformed from when you first arrived. The mostly repaired drones flit back and forth, no longer buzzing unevenly or lost in dark corners, and the scrap is sectioned, sorted. The system that you and Dragos have put into place over the past cycles paying off. As you look, you notice the glow of pale light from the office by the entrance, that rundown cab of a building which houses all the records and spare equipment. Dagos must be inside, and get to your feet and walk over to find out when the shipyard collection crew will be here. I'll knock. I'll knock first. Sleeper, come in. You swing open the door and walk in. Dragos is sitting at the small metal desk. The shipyards told me they'd be here soon. Then they'll hand over the chits and we are set. He writes something with a stylus on his slate and then shuts it off. Of course, we should talk about a bonus. He stands and turns to face you, his face placid. Look, I don't know when the next job is coming in, but this should tide you over for now. He opens his hand to reveal a stack of chits. What? I do want them, but what's going on? I said it's a bonus. Take it. Dragos presses the chits into your hand. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat, and you realize he has prepared what he is about to say. These chits are for you to take and do what you will with them. They are for me, and they are the last I'm going to give you. There's no more work for a sleeper in this yard. Folds his arms. I'm sorry, but that's it. You stay in the container as long as you need, but the yard is done with you. He turns away to his terminal. I need work. There's plenty of work to be had on the Eye. Salvagers need offloads in the rotunda. There's the shipyards, the midline. I'm not the only show in town. The glassy apertures on Dragos's headset betray no emotion. You need to stay away, Sleeper. He pauses, considering his words. Trouble is going to follow you here. Trust me. Am I in danger? You expect not to be? You escaped from Essenarp. Dragos suddenly grabs you by the shoulder and drags you out of the office into the yard. He turns you to face a stack of pieces from the Winterlight, dissected, cut down, totally unrecognizable as a ship. You came through that, Sleeper. That should have been you, chopped and stacked. His hand trembles on your shoulder. This is what happens here. We cut down broken machines and move them on. When I didn't cut you down, and I'm sure as hell, I didn't cut you down, and I'm sure as hell moving you on. Moving you on before whatever killed that ship out there comes to kill me. Would kill you? Kill us both. He shakes his head. These ships, they didn't get decommissioned. They didn't break down in dry dock. You think they'd look like that if they did? Someone ended them. That means someone tried to end you, Sleeper. And I am done waiting for them to turn up. We've had our fun. Now it's time. Gives you a little shove. Go on. He turns and walks back to the office. That's it. He shouts and goes inside. Silence hangs in the air. You leave with your pockets filled with clinking chits and a strange hollow feeling in your chest. Damn! We're up to 156. We have a drive that failed? What? Alright. Yeah, because we couldn't finish the... Yeah, we couldn't do the study the Winterlight because we're too focused on finishing, taking care of the other Dragos thing. Alright. I think we move on to the next day. Still need a ship mind. We need Sabine. We need to figure out how to disable our tracker. That would be nice. Fang chases leads. So that is Fang's thing down here? A little bit. So yeah, if we can find one more of the Solheim data, then maybe we can find a way to disable our tracker. Let's see. Beyond that, one, we need to build a ship mine, gain access to the Ort Fabricator. That is one of them down here somewhere. Yeah, the Ort Exchange. The Ort Exchange is always hungry enough. So, I think we go into the next day and see what we can get. We're gonna need to work, but we're gonna have to work somewhere else. So what is this one? Oh, this is never gonna be good for us because it requires intuition, and we don't have that. Okay, we're gonna lose, what is it, 2 energy, so we're gonna need to eat or do something else that gains us energy. We have a good amount of money, actually, but my biggest problem with this is I have no clue how much this is going to be when this comes up, because I don't know how big this tab is going to be. So let's go progress to the next cycle. Looks like merchants will be around. I think, what was it, this one was yeah, next cycle, whatever this is going to be here. So let's see what we can do in the next cycle. Empty container. You're my only friend. Ooh, that's a pretty good variety. So at the very least we need to go eat. Alright. So scrap freighter got here. So let's go have some. We don't have this. So let's have some fungus. I think that should get us back up to full. Maybe. Oh, close. It's fine. That's a perfectly fine amount of energy. My biggest problem is tomorrow we will be down to 3 dice, so it's fine. It's mostly fine. Like at some point we're gonna need to get fixed up again. where do we work? Because shipyard. We can work in the shipyard. We could plug in the 6 into one of them that's a negative, or that has the -1. Fang wanted, what was it? Solheim? So let's see if anything in the Hunter area gives us Solheim data. Cavendish. Solheim. Ooh, that one's a 4. We do have that. I would love to be able to use a 4 for something else, for something more substantial, or something else. Ooh, geez, so much yet again. I think, yeah. I don't love using a 4 there, but it's like it's the only option we really have. I want to. Where do we work? Can we work in the bar? Six feels like not a good choice here. This is 50-50. If I can find something that's a +1. Oh yeah, scrapyard. What do we got here? Let's see. Big stuff from the shipyard, valuable stuff. They'll let you buy a few crates, but not much more. They'll pay a wage to anyone willing to help them. So, how much is 2 give me? 75% chance of something good. I think that's what we gotta go with. Because putting a 6 into there feels like a waste of a 6. And a 4, I kind of want that. I think we're going to use the 4 in that Hunter realm. Alright, fingers crossed. 75%. No negatives. No negative. Ooh, positive outcome. Ooh, and we got energy off of that one. That's good. Alright. That was actually good for us. I do enjoy a positive outcome. Alright, was there anything down here that we can make good use of the 6 that we have? Residents play rotating rounds of this game for crew. And we could try to do this. If we put a 6, it's still going to come out either positive or neutral. I think it's a good way to make friends. Alright, let's go plug in our 4. I hate using a 4 for this, but we need this Solheim. We need this Solheim. Alright, let's go give that Solheim data to over here. Yeah, what he does with it, it's anybody's guess. Alright. Got a little bit of crypto, and this thing is full, so we're going to get some more story on that one. Inhabited system engine. As you enter the bay, Fang is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out the dark and staccato rhythms, unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads. Fang's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on metal casing. Snaky shitheads. Wait, who's Snaky? Sleeper. Fang's smiling head pops out from behind a stack. Just the emulated consciousness I've been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fang is sat in front of a set of monitors mounted to a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fang waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links and data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the makers, all the markers of institutional records. Names, people, shitheads. They seem to be people? People, yes, but whose people? I mean, I gave you Solheim data. Bingo. He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the data you brought in. All employees of the Eye's original owners. And he leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with a finger. The name reads Hardin Hurst. It's a friend of yours? Fang gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Sleeper. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Haventage. He waits for your reaction. In Havenage? That's it. He's right here on the station now. Fang leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a... Fang leads across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Fang raises his eyebrows at you. R. Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted what they were hooked into the system that outsourced all of the risk and kept the profit. So, who is this snaky person? Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Palladium Rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back into Solheim. So how do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Fang turns back to his screen, staring hard into the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked in Solheim ships. They breathed Solheim air and slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice rises as he speaks, his hands, fists on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for their existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. But how? How could he possibly still be around? These guys, they were big time. There's a lot of money. There's a lot money can get you. if you were a company man. Fang relaxes a little. But how is Hardin still kicking? I really don't know. He turns to you and smiles. So, we're gonna go find out. Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back from the eye. A few degrees back around the eye from here, Fang brings you a map of the lower eye. Haventage might be born out of Erlen's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happened to float to the top. Fang zooms in on the far yards. Fang grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid, and they don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. So we need to get in with the shipyard people? Fang holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardin Hurst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Fang puts a hand on your shoulder, but you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Fang grins. If you can extract yourself a Haventage cipher from a Haventage agent, then they sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can crack open the compound's network, slot in the worm through any open port. You never even need to go near the shipyards. So, what do you say? Sure. I gotta do something with my time. I knew it. I knew you'd be happy to catch this snake, and don't worry. Once we nail this guy, I'll start work on that tracker of yours. I haven't forgotten. Fang scratches his chin. Anything the worm gets, it'll send back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Fang digging through data among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate system, looking for a new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pockets. It's the idea you are intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and you wonder if the past is ever truly past. Okay, that was something. Wait, why is the container red? Alright. Oh, that was weird. I guess I was just sitting on top of it. Okay. So we've got a 1 that I have no idea where we could even use that 1. Probably going to have to just get something out of the hunter zone. So the question is, do we use this 6? I feel like we use this 6 on a negative one here. Like, this will get us some cryo. Because we need a bunch of cryo so that we can get into this back end of the ship at some point. But I don't want to do this yet because I have no clue how much the tab is going to cost. Also, probably in another cycle or two, we're going to need to get ourselves fixed up again. What's this one here? Spoke is a layer. Only way to explore is vertically. So, we can enter the spoke. There are no maps, so blistered with precarious elevators and stairways. The spoke can be navigated from outside, but the climb requires bravery. So we could do this one. This is a 50-50 of positive or neutral, so I don't remember why we need to climb the spoke. Was it down here? Scrap freighter. We're gonna have to hope that we can unload stuff in the next cycle. Like, we could buy another 20 of this. Because we do need the resources. Hey, Mimo. How goes things? I have been hunted, and I have been, other... How goes the sleeping? Mostly okay. We ended up getting hunted, and then we also got other different hunted. We've got, let me see if I can find him. He's in here somewhere. Not there. Here. So the Compressor Club, there's a guy named Ethan. He came to, essentially, do what the guy does in Blade Runner, you know? Kill the robot. So, yeah, I prefer hunting to being hunted. Yeah, so we also got hunted here in the Hunter Zone. We ended up talking to our vending machine friend. Where the hell's the vending machine friend? I forget. Is it here? I don't remember where our vending machine friend went. No. Whatever. They're here somewhere. So we got our vending machine friend who wants to help us take care of the hunter. And their solution to taking care of the digital hunter thing is, yeah, I remember it, not where it is. It is because the hunter is part of a cycle. There is a hunter and there is a killer. The hunter finds us, and then the killer kills whatever the hunter finds. So the vending machine wants us to convince the hunter that it is sentient. That way it will be forced to tell the killer that it needs to kill the hunter, and that is going to be our way to get rid of the hunter, supposedly. I have no idea how that's supposed to work, but yeah, apparently that's what we're hoping works. Yeah, here we go, the sealed dock. So yeah, the Neovend needs a ship mind. Yeah, it seems convoluted, but it's one of those things like, what is it? The thing where you need to tell a robot a paradox to trick it. It's like, if I tell you this paradox, the robot can't properly do its things. That's shipyard. I have a 6, and I want to use the 6, but it feels like if I use the 6 on one of these ones, it's gonna, these ones that's already a +1, it's gonna be a waste. So, the Kirk stratagem. Is that how that works? Yeah, it's like, just mess with them. What does this dock give us? Oh, this dock, I guess we're just waiting on him. Oh, and then, what was it? It was up. This right here, we are waiting on here. We are waiting for Sabine, the doctor, to come back. Or in 4 cycles, Sabine will have, hopefully, some kind of information on the Yadigan. 4 episodes where Kirk talks a computer to death. Sheesh. I mean, he's clearly knows what he's doing. Okay, let's
Let's go gambling. Okay, we can either spend our 6 on entering the spoke, which I cannot remember why we need to climb the spoke, other than it's there. We need to make sure that we have enough money to pay off the tab, because the guy that came and is hunting us, it's bespoke. This Ethan guy who was coming to kill us, essentially, he just wants to hang out on the ship because it's actually a cool ship and it has so many neat things. And so he's building up a bar tab that I have absolutely no idea how large it will be. All it's telling me is this bill isn't going to be small. We got a bunch of money from the ship guy, Dragos, when we helped finish breaking down the ship that we arrived on. So we've got a bunch of money. Our only other problem is next cycle will probably only have 3 dice. And next cycle will probably be down another little bit of energy and probably only have 3 dice to us. So at some point soon, we're probably going to need to purchase another stabilizer for 100. That'll put us back up, I think, to 100% again. It's just a case of, it's like, how far are we willing to let it go down before we need to spend another 100 to get back up? Anyway, there was something in one of these. Was it the bar? No, it's not the bar. It's not the bar. It's there was a gambling thing somewhere. The exchange. What is this? Flow of chits. Ooh, wait. This might get us some good money. Sharp eye. Because, yeah, this is going to be either positive or neutral. Because it's a 6. Turned into a 5. So, there was another one. Is it up here? Low end? Yeah, so we have a couple of negative ones that we could use, that we could do. So there's this negative one here of Tavala, whatever it is, that seems to be a way to get low end points. And I guess we might be able to win some cryo. I have no idea what this is. So it's like we could put this in here to gain some of this at low ender points. Or we could do the one down here that I saw. Play the exchange. Like, let's see, there's a, wait. Ship mine fabrication. We need the ship mine fabrication access. Because we do need ship mined for at least a couple of our different things. Like, we have a couple of quests that specifically are asking for a ship mine, including the Neo-Vend vending machine wants a ship mine to help us deal with the hunter. Also, the it was here, the ambergris. The ambergris also wants a ship mined. I think we do it here, so we can at least get a little bit of progress. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what we get. Fingers crossed. I mean, it can't be negative, so... Alright, there we go. We got 19 cryo and a little bit of progress here. Now we're stuck with a 1. I don't know that we can get much value out of 1 unless we just let the hunter come after us a little bit more. And the thing is... Let's see. I don't know what this is. Well, what the heck is that? Oh, it's the river worm. We need to find a way into to use the river worm. I don't know if we need that Yadigan stuff anymore.
yet another yet again. We have Haventage stuff. Key keeps traffic, Haventage. The correct cipher can grant you access. So yeah, I don't know. We have Haventage data, but we don't have Haventage cipher. Let's go use the one on whatever the hell the thing was down here. Whatever this keynote is. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, we got another encrypted key. I have no idea what to use that on. And the hunter gets a little bit closer. Alright, let's rest till the next cycle. It's going to put us down to, it looks like probably 3 dice for the next cycle. I think we might be able to last on 3 dice for another couple cycles. Okay, empty container. You're my only friend. It's a comforting empty container. Alright. Ooh! That's actually not terrible dice. For only 3 dice, this is actually pretty good for us. Anything right now? Scrap freighter. We can unload some containers. And we can make sure that these are actually good for us. So we have 5s that will become 6. It's halfway there. Exchange. How bad is a 4? 4 is 75%. If we had a 6, I would have been fine to plug it in there, but you know, let's roll the dice, as it were. It's 75% chance of not being negative. And we do need access to the back. What do you got? Fingers crossed. Okay, come on. Yeah, neutral outcome. I'll take it. You lose a little, then claw it back. Better step away while you're in the black. That's fine, I guess. Got a little bit of money. Let's see. If we put this in here, we'll gain a little bit of this. You know what? Let's see what we get. You know, crypto. Alright. Sometimes something valuable can be found amongst the salvage. We'll spend 20 of it on this. Neutral. Got a random scrap component. Where was it that needed scrap? I forget. I can't remember what. Like, it was the place that we just were. Shipyard? No. Although we can get progress on the shipyard here pretty easily today. We do need to fix ourselves up, because it's not great. Oh, we're waiting on this one. We have enough money, but I don't want to spend so much of our money until we know more. Oh yeah, the ore exchange, that's where it is. So break it down and sell it off. So we can put useful salvage to the right person. So scrap components we can sell here. Ooh, and then we'll be a trusted trader. Right? And we can get access to the bag. Whatever that means. Whee! 15. Woo. Sheesh. Thank you for the 15 stream streak. Sheesh, you're streaking so much. Alright, what do we got? Fabricator. Okay, now we have access to the fabricator. We just need 3 of these ship mine fragments. I do not know. Oh, ship mine fragments can't be built from scrap. If we have salvage fragments, they can be reassembled. So we need to get 3 of these so that we can make progress on the ship mine related things. Anyway, where was it? Fabricator, not that. Wait, not the sealed dock. Or where's that? Where's the ambergris? Yeah, scrap. If we can buy scrap, then that gives us a chance of finding more ship mine fragments. Random item. That's scrap components. I mean, it's probably not terrible. We can sell that. I don't know what else we would need it for. Alright, 12. It's not like we didn't even make money there. We've got a 5. The 2 is probably not good for anything but to grab something out of the hunter zone. Avanage. I don't know how we get this. I don't remember. Let's see. 50? 75. So we can get a little bit of energy from this. Probably as good a place as any for us to use the 2. Although if we have something with a +1. Hull materials. Give us more time in the shipyard. 75% chance. I'm willing to take the risk. Shit! Oh, that was a bunch of energy. But I guess it could have been worse. Oh boy. Well, now we need energy. So let's find some food, I guess. Work at the bar. let's have the mushroom thing like we like here. It costs 15, but it'll get us back up to full energy. Alright. We do with our 5. You know what? Let's see what we get out of this. Actually, no. We'll do the block maintenance. It'll give us guaranteed low winter points. 100% positive. And you'll need to change that if you want access to the residents and the facilities. So let's go. Oh, that gave us energy too. It's fine. It's fine. We did fine. Okay, we're gonna get 3 dice. Oh, what the heck? Whatever it was we are doing here, we've got access to a something. Delivering noodles to the nameless units of the low end takes guts and certain fearlessness when it comes to asking for tips. Mingy has a kelp stack in the basement, and he makes noodles from the seaweed. Doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does a shift. Ooh, that's interesting. We'd get a little bit of money, and we'd get a little bit of energy back for this job. So that's kind of nice. Because we will need energy periodically to make sure that we don't take too much damage up here. Alright. We got 2 more cycles before we find out how much this is. We got 2 more cycles before she gets done doing whatever this is. By that point, we'll be down to 2 dice, and we super need to pay to get fixed up again. Next cycle, we do this. We need something to work. Yeah, we need some work. Freighters will stay docked for as long as it takes to offload its haul of scrap. What was this one? Oh. They won't be back for a while. Alright, let's rest. Next cycle. Alright. Ooh, those are actually not that bad. That's pretty good, actually. So we got 2 3s and a 6. So we could plug that 6 into a -1 and it'll still be very positive. And yeah, so while 3 isn't the best, it's still pretty okay. Ooh, we got a ship mine fragment. We did get a ship mine fragment out of that, so that's actually pretty good for us. We need to work, for sure, I think. %75% chance of positive. Let's give it a go. Alright, we got energy, we got a little bit of cryo. That was a fine time of work. Where can we put this 6 for good value? here somewhere. The low end? Yeah. Because even in that, it's not too bad. Like, we have a very good possibility of it being either positive or neutral. So it'll give us progress on the low end. Let's go. Alright, neutral. Oh, and we lost cryo. Damn it. That sucks. Damn. It does say risky. You end up in a tight match with an older man and a small crowd of gatherers. You lose, but the pats on your shoulder suggest you gained some supporters. Okay, so we've got a 3 left. Maybe we should have tried to climb the smoke. Is there anything we can do work-wise for this much? This dice that we have. Because I think those are gonna leave. I think these guys are gonna leave soon. Oh, we've reached our limit of scrap anyway. I mean, 75% chance, and they're gonna pay us for this. Next cycle is when we find out how bad the bar tab is. I think we gotta go with it. Shit. We lost part of our condition. Oh no. Does that mean... Oh, wait. I think we only lose 1 each cycle? As long as we have our energy up. So I think we should still have 3 dice. So that's unfortunate. That was a really bad roll. So next cycle, we get to find out this, and we get to find out this. Alright. And hopefully this isn't too much, because we need to get this. Alright. Also at some point need to do more of these. Alright, let's rest. Next cycle. Ooh, yeah, those are pretty good. Oh, I'm happy with that. Alright. How bad is it? $58. 58's not that bad. How can someone drink this much in 6 cycles? Ethan hasn't held back while he's been at the compressor. Ethan says you have 2 cycles to pay the tab. Okay. Fine. Be that way. So yeah, I think we can do like 60 cryo every so much cycles. Problem is, we need 100 to be good to go. Oh, here we go. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over and see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed. Load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar. or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. Wait. I'm gonna walk away. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? One round of drinks and we're even? Sleeper, come on. His hand comes to a rest on the butt of his handgun, dangling from his chest holster. What is wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard, and the people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this is on me? I'd think better in your position. I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with SNARP, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbles a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two? I'm nothing like you. That's what I'm saying. Ethan is addressing the bar now, having noticed the attention from the other patrons. You are a coward. I'm a professional. Though I should thank you, Ethan nods his head heavy, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds a finger in the general direction without turning around. Here, let me leave. Stay silent. Nothing to add? Ethan turns and walks back towards the bar. Good. Lesson learned. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs, taps the bar for a fresh drink. Look at yourself. Give it up, Sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and you're out. Out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor, you walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Oh, ooh, we got an upgrade point. We've got an upgrade point. So we can either invest in one of these by one. These have, like, things. Use scrap components at home to repair. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. Chance to gain cryo on interface. We put this to neutral. Gain energy after anything engage based. I might just save it. You know what? We can do that. Dice actions display potential positive and negative. Wait, don't they already? Kinda? Oh no, wait. They say whether they're positive, negative, like the percentage chance of them being positive, negative, or whatever, but not what they'll be. So engineer actions can get us free random items. So maybe we should actually look for more of those. Yeah, take this. I do want to get some higher stats. All right. Ooh, Sabine, the doctor. 4 cycles, Sabine said. And here you are, right on time, with no sign of them. You wait a while in the apartment, the dread descending as the cycle spins onward. They should be here. Check the terminal. You check and double the terminal for messages. You check and double the terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing. Just the pale glow, the silence. Check the door. You pace back and forth around the apartment, the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it to an empty corridor. You close it again. Wait. You try to settle down, to wait. You sit on the bunk and stare out at the tiny room. Where the hell are they? A knock at the door. Open it? Who the heck are you? Oh, wait. Yet again, Lieutenant? A figure stands in the door, and immediately you know it's not Sabine. They're taller, sharper, and something in their face glints in the half-light. A dark shape, like a stubby baton, hangs loosely from her hand. Our local sleeper. Good to finally meet you. She steps into the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. What, may I ask, are you doing here? She fixes you with a steady, unwavering stare. Waiting for a friend? Of course, a mutual friend of ours, the good doctor. She walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. We set them up here, you know. This place is one of ours. She picks up a glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget who put them where they are. She glances at you. And I suppose you're here to help? Something like that. Good, good. She puts the glass down and turns to face you. I love to meet helpers. We need so many, but can find so few with the right skills. She spins a baton in her fingers by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend has disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means they are in a little trouble now. But it's the kind of trouble that you need help for. So I thought I'd come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole, and here you are, the help. She looks through the detritus on the side. And what help? No, a sleeper, no less. Which I have to admit is a little surprising. It suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? I'm sorry to report that before we got them set up here, Sabine was working for your owners, she pauses. SN ARP. You blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Rabia looks away, waiting for a response. Stay silent. She crosses into the next room and you follow silently. She sits at the terminal and touches her baton to one of the access ports. A spark. Then the terminal screen skips, encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In a flicker of files, you see SNR letterheads and cone forms, reports laden with medical data marked with the corporate logo like the sigil of some cult. Rabia steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be there. The volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to be mostly reports on early emulation tests, surveys with sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage data. If Sabine was an SNARP employee, why did they help you? Ravaya reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light. It's viscous, clear liquid crystalline within the glass. We will, of course, keep the supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment, you have the urge to crush this object for the power it has over you. I'll ask Toshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. Rabia closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course, but I'm sure you understand. Rabia turns on her way out. There is no reason for us to be enemies, Sleeper. Come see me. I keep an office nearby. We have a good work to do, you and I. Meet me there in a few cycles. She slips out silently into the corridor. Well, let me bring you up to speed. Let me finish this sequence. You look out around the apartment. There you see it. You look out around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body to reveal the tiredness beneath. Okay. Oh, dang it. We just got another upgrade point. All right, let me bring you up to speed. So, at the beginning of the session, we did get visited by a man who is hunting sleepers. He came around and he was like, this is a really nice place. I kind of wish you had run. That way I could hang out here longer. And so now he just kind of is here. And every so many days, he has a new bar tab that we have to pay. We've already triggered it once, and it was a lot, but not a lot. Like I think it was, 60 credits? So not terrible, but okay. Like, reasonable. But he basically is just extorting us into not killing us. Like, he's ready to kill us at any time, but, he wants to just hang out at the bar and do as little as possible. So, we have that. We also did end up triggering the hunter once. And the hunter, we ended up having a conversation with our vending machine friend. And the vending machine friend was like, yeah, I think maybe I can come up with a way to deal with the hunter. The hunter is just the precursor to a killer. And the hunter sends a message to the killer that they have found sentient life, a sentient robot that needs to be eliminated. And so they want to convince the hunter program that it acts too sentient to not be eliminated. So we are going to supposedly try to convince the hunter to get its killer counterpart to kill it. That way we would eliminate our hunter problem. I have no idea if that will work. but it's an option. Beyond that, we also more or less severed ties with the with Dragos. Dragos paid off. Dragos is dead, and we helped disassemble the ship that we got to this place in. And yeah, they were all right. They gave us a bunch of money. They gave us a lot of money. And yeah, we need a third ship mine fragment if we're going to build a ship mine. There's two different things that need the ship mined. One of them being the vending machine. The vending machine wants to help us. So I think if we can find another ship mine fragment, that's probably what we want to use. We've been able to access a few jobs here and there, but yeah, there's a lot of options. We still haven't been able to access the back side of the ship for this. Hackett Haventage. We don't have this. Hack the Haventage agent to get a cipher. So we need to be able to do that. Hack a Haventage agent. So I guess we need to do one of these. But right now we have like actually pretty good dice. Have that. Yeah, we have some pretty good dice, so we'll have to see what we can do. We have several of these that we're making progress on, just to give us more available options. I think we have everything we got from this. Let's see what we can do here. We've got. Oh yeah, we just had an interaction with the yet again person. Ooh, they're only 80 now, which I think we actually need to pay for, because I don't know if we would actually be comfortable with only 2 dice worth of interactions. That really feels too little. So Toshiro now runs the dispensary, and he eyes you as you approach. There is no sign of Sabine. No idea what became of Sabine. But yeah. Actually, wait, do we have a stabilizer? Wait, she gave us a stabilizer? Stabilizer that we had? Oh, let's go. Just stabilizer. Let's go. Let's stabilize ourselves. So we got a free stabilizer. All it took was interacting with that weird person from the weird company. Alright, so let's stabilize ourselves. Ooh, yeah. That's some good stability. All right. So we have work. We need to do some work. Fabricator. We need one more. Nothing good here for us. Trying to find the food. Oh, it's up here. So, if we do this, we can get a little bit of energy, and we can get a little bit of energy and a little bit of money. So, I think this is probably the option. Ooh, there we go. It's money and energy. Exactly what we want. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, wait, the office. Alright. We need 2 cycles before we can visit with them. try to scale the spoke. We do still need money, but we don't really need money to pay for the tab for a little while. And we could work in the bar, but I feel like there's better ways to work. Waiting for this to come back. We could work in the shipyard. I don't know which one would necessarily be better. Here, let's haul some materials. I mean, it can't give us negative, so positive outcome, so more progress on that. Alright, we've got a 5, which can either be a 6 if we needed it to be, or it will be a 4, which isn't great, but not the worst. Kind of want to climb this. That is a 4. Now, if we get another 6, then we'll do that. But this, let's see what we can get out of this. I honestly don't remember why we need to climb the spoke, but we'll give it an option. Positive outcome, 2 points of spoke climbing. Sure. I'll take it. Wait, what is this? Midline Freight Hub. Spoke Transit Center. Holy, what the with so many shipments, what's one diverted package? You would have no idea what you're stealing, but that's part of the fun. Midline runs automated freight down from the free spoke. They need skilled operators, and you don't have to lift a single crate. So we do not have the stats for this, I guess. It's risky, apparently. So, interface. What is our stats? Our stats are... Our interface is not that bad. But I guess we need another point in interface. There we go. Okay. We can do whatever these are. I'm wondering, if this... Like, it seems to be a job, right? Like, it would get us more stuff. And I don't want to steal the things, but it does say we can get free items, essentially. Either way, it looks like we need to move on to the next cycle. I think we've done everything we can do. Are they going to be gone? Yep, this is going to be gone for the next who knows how long. A handful of cycles. Alright, let's rest, and we will hopefully have another good day. We'll have like a whole handful of dice. Hopefully there won't be any, won't be so many low dice. End cycle. We'll do like, I don't know, 1 or 2 more cycles. And that'll probably be it for tonight. Oh my god, why? Why is it when I have 5 dice, I get so many really bad dice? That's not good. Okay. Alright, so yeah, the ship thing here isn't going to be back for a while. This isn't going to be here for a while. So it looks like we need to work. So we can turn a 4 into a 5. that's risky. We can turn a 4 into a 5, which should mostly be okay. Look at the bar. I need to turn the 4s into 5s, because, yeah, actually. Okay, we can haul materials. I will haul materials. I want to see what we can get once they recognize me as a shipyard person. Alright, positive. We could do one more of this. I do, though, need to work, I think. I mean, we're not running out of money immediately. We needed something for Fang, so hack a Havenage agent. So let's try to hack Havenage agent for a cipher. Yet again, Havenage agent. What? I don't understand what this is. I'm confused. What, like, does it mean that we could also use a 3? That's different. Yeah, that's different. Like, before it just wanted very specific. You know what? We've got a 2 and we've got some 1s, so let's see what we get here. I don't like these 1s though. Like, I don't think we have anything good to use those 1s on this time. Alright, we got Havenage data. I Havenage cipher, so that's good, right? I guess. Means we can open up this here. Correct cipher can get you access. I like access. Access is good for me. Presumably. Alright. Gate flips. You're in. Havenage port. Ooh, yes. The slot riverworm. That's where we need to put it. An open port sits waiting for you to slot in a riverworm. What will you find here? I don't know. Let's see. The worm slots in and begins tunneling down a thread. Godspeed, little one. So how long until we find out? Fang. Okay, so it's gonna be like 3 cycles before we find out what it finds out. Oh, jeez. I don't like these 1. Like, what good are these 1 dice to us? Like, there's nothing we can do with them. Like, I almost just want to throw them away. That's like 50% chance to be negative, and I do not need a negative action. Alright. Two. You know, we'll do 1 more cycle, and that means the next cycle next week we'll be able to interact with that that person. Let's do this, I guess. It'll give us more of yard hand nonsense. It's only gonna be, it's like positive or neutral. Start. Positive. Ooh, and we got some energy back. So that's nice. Alright, let's find out what it's like to be a yard hand. Ooh. Lem and Mina, a worker and daughter. Havenage offices. Unit assembly. Ooh, we've got so much access to things now. Ooh, what all of this? Alright. We've got the option for Sidereal Horizon is webbed with complex. Your job is to lay these systems in. Looking for new members. Prove yourself a reliable tech and you're in. It's assembled block by block. You earn the place on the team welding the blocks. You have a spot supporting and welding the team. Shipbuilding spots on the thing are hard to come by. Poor work will see you dropped from the roster. Oh. Alright, so... administration. The sophisticated tech is rare on the eye, so shipyard is happy to pay for your ship. Ooh. Wait. A slate in the office advertises a Havenage are looking for informants on the gang activity inside the eye, and then ooh, that gives us maybe somewhere that we can use our ones for value. I mean, we're still gonna have the hunter after us, but I mean, once we get one more ship mine fragment, however we can, we might be able to take care of the hunter. Let's find out who this Lem and Mina are. Havenage Construction Yards. From the walkway, the sidereal horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. She's quite beautiful, I think. You turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the sidereal horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem. He leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. This is Mina, he adds with a smile. Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Mina looks from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring. He shifts Mina's weight in his other arm. Working. Me too. He flashes a Havenage pass. I knew it just to look at you. I mean, he stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. She's Mina, and my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. How? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Havenage contract on the sidereal horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't we won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall on a new world. He winks. Decades? It's a long trip. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Celis Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. But why is it here? Why build it here, you mean? He grins. Don't ask me. I know as much as Mina about that. He ruffles Mina's hair thoughtfully. I suppose many corporations weren't too happy about breaking with the idea of surrogacy. Setting up somewhere without it feeding back to the core. Maybe Celis got knocked out of the corporate shipyards and had to go begging for somewhere to set up, homeless, just like Mina and me. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, she whispers, food, pulling an exaggerated grumpy face. She glances furtively at you and as she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Meanie. Give Daddy a sec. He turns back to you, and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havenage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles, a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. I'm working on it. He looks out at the sidereal horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hull. You've got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me, she says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. We are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns and they walk down the walkway away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Her shout echoes down the walkway. She flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. Ticket out. Ooh, that's interesting. Wait, we have another reason that we need to build a drive? Thing to ship or work on that to get a exit ticket. Ooh, that's intriguing. Try to win a sidereal ticket. I mean, both of these are +1s right now. So we might actually have a chance to make good progress. So we need... Let's see, Fang's Bay is in 3. If we have any Yatigans for 1. How bad is the Hunter? Hunter is not yet. There's a Yetigan for 1. What this is. Like, does this mean that now there's like a grace amount? Like, it can be multiple different options? I do not like that hunter. I do not like how that hunter is getting here. Only 10? Ugh, only 10 cryo for that? That is not worth the effort, because the hunter is gonna come after us. I don't think we're gonna make good value out of that last one that's left. Wow, that was risky. Alright, let's do one more cycle. I don't think I want to use this one. I don't need the hunter coming after us. I don't think we have any other good reason to use that one. I guess we could use a one here. That hunter is coming. We have not solved the problem with the hunter yet. You know what? Sure. I don't think I like this, but it'll get us a little money, I guess. The hunter is coming. Yeah, the hunter's gonna come for us again. I just kind of need to make sure that we get the ship mine fragment before it gets us. Where did it go? Oh no, wait, it's not this one. The one down here. Here, take my data that I found for you. I mean, every little bit helps, I guess. Alright, let's go through one more cycle. And then that'll probably do it for tonight. We could have done that. Alright, what do we get? Wow. Wow. Okay, those dice are about as good as we could hope for at this point, I think. Okay, we've got some good dice to work with. We can get some good work done. Where was that, shipyard or whatever? Alright. Let's see. For new members, prove yourself a reliable tech and you're in. So which one do we want to do? Honestly, like both are +1s. Let's see. That could be neutral or positive. So yeah, are we better off helping the... Like, how do we help the sidereal horizon? Like... Yeah, we've got 2 6s. That's actually really, really good for us. Like, I'm amazed at how good today's rolls are. We don't really need any money right now. Could use it, but it's in low end again. We could use one of the 6s doing this. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because we might get a little cryo from this. So 50-50 chance of it being, well, it's neutral or positive. So at the very least we'll get 1 point. Let's go. Neutral outcome. We lost 3 cryo. Damn it. Oh well. It was worth a go on that one. Wait, what is that? Timbre Tea House. heard the yet again enforcer based paying for low-end residents for information. Ooh, wait, do I have that? I have that. Give money, please. 10 cryo. I'll take it. High stakes play only. Alright. Let's see. Like, I keep having to. Whoa. What the? Oh, we can talk to them now? I guess I should have. I shouldn't have done that. I thought they had one more day left. Oh well. Let's talk to them. As you approach the address, Rabia gave you a heavy hand falls on your shoulders. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of strength her implant, but giving a hint of the strength her implants give her. As you turn, you see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabia and Toshiro, glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Jaya, please. The sleeper is here by my invitation. At Rabia's command, the hand immediately loosens, and an apologetic look replaces the scowl on Jaya's face. Of course, Rabia, I am sorry. Rabia, yet again, Lieutenant. Rabia waves her away. Don't you worry. I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you head to the Tamber? They have a delivery coming, and they'll need some help with lifting. Jaya nods and walks away. So, Sleeper, you came. I'm glad. I was curious. Curious is good. She smiles, a tight smile. You have to understand. Finding you there in Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There are more than a few people on this station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I wish you no harm. I am glad. Rabia begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down a staircase into a bustling walkway of the low end. What do you know about Yet Again? You run the low end? She laughs. That sounds impressive. We run out of the low end. Yes, we don't run it. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We are framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. She gestures around at the people in the passageway. But when was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye? Policeman? Who makes the laws here? No one. This is true. The eye is lawless, so it is up to us all to make it work for us. But I don't imagine you think that this is a good thing. If you had spent your time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. The low end was empty in Erland's time. They didn't need the house. They didn't need to house thousands and keep the yard and the rotunda safe. They didn't need to house thousands and keep the yards and the rotunda safe was work enough. No, the low end was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabia meets your eye. The collapse didn't just happen here on this station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned, the moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, some fled. The eye became a refuge, and Erlin, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many within his organization disagreed with those new arrivals, and many within his organization disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they hoped. Ravaya leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stalls and traders. Erlin's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchies and networks. The refugees came from different factions and families, were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yadigan is a child of that conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we are a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth, I have worked to earn it. Ravaya catches herself before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while. Among the smells and textures of the low end, you start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. Where's Sabine? Ravaya sighs and takes a moment to answer. I told you, Sleeper. They've gone, and we do not know where. I understand Sabine must have told you about their debt to us, but that was an agreement entered into willingly, and which benefited them greatly. I will be honest with you, Sleeper. It was never comfortable. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of the Yadigan. An ex-corporate employee? It goes against our nature. But their deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied. That was all. But I cannot allow people to go back on promises they have made to us. Yadigan has not lasted this long because it is a charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. Who's Yannick? Yannick is one that heads the Yadigan. They guide us. He is the newest to be elected. He is an elder. I feel like Sabine found something. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. They would have said anything. But where are they now? To stand behind their claims. I will find them. As will we. You realize that Rabaya has led you in a loop. Together, you both come back up the staircase to the walkway where you met. You're free to go, Sleeper. I have said what I wish to say. She looks out through the window of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. She turns back. However, if you too wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You will be able to see Yadigan, to see the low end with your own eyes, not just as others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabaya leaves, slipping back into her office, while you stare out at the countless units, each a home, each with a story that make up the low end. Huh.
do we have a new area to explore? Or is that all the options? Oh, here we go. We have options. Yadigan Insider. However you feel about the Yadigan, it seems working with Rabaya is your best chance to get insight into the organization. So we can collect tithes. Yadigan operates on an in-kind basis, you are told, and tithes of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. That is weird. Yet again, perform many roles from protection to logistics and everything in between. You never know what you may face on patrol. Spend time as a Yadigan enforcer. Wait, as a Yadigan enforcer? Oh, gee, like I don't feel like this is what we want to do at all. Yeah, I don't feel like that's what we want to do at all, even. Alright. At the offices. Alright. Let's work here. Because, I don't know. Sidereal Horizon seems like it should be good, right? It's like a junior. Like, what would be better for us? To be a junior tech or to be a welder mate? Like, I don't even know. Java's laid these systems in. You know, sure. Whatever this is. Alright, positive outcome. Okay, we've got a 6. Do we have a -1 anywhere that we want to do? Or I guess we could just try to climb. Tea house. Can't do that one. I'm kind of curious. What's up here? Enter the spoke. You know what? Let's go. Positive outcome. Somehow, deep in the spoke, you come across a thoroughfare, lit by work lamps where groups pass back and forth with ease. Oh, what is this here? Paz import export. Ooh. Whoa. A ship mind is worth 150 cryo? If we can get back there and get mushrooms, they'd be worth 80? Oh, we can just straight up buy a ship mind core for 300. I mean, we're like one more fragment off of being able to just construct one. So this is an interesting place. Alright. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this because it doesn't give us progress, but this spoke is layer after layer dense urban fabric, so you know what? Let's see. We've got to have a +1 for that 3 to make it 4. Would have liked that to be a little better. You know what? Let's see. Hey, energy and cryo. Good for us. Alright, let's go do dock work one more time, I think. That's 100% positive. Sure. Okay, we are at halfway of that one. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Because we're doing pretty good. We still need, what is it, this one to come back? I don't know if this dock, when this docks, it'll give us a chance to get another ship mine fragment, because we do need another one more ship mine fragment. That's all we need. We're doing pretty good on cryptocurrency, but we're going to have to pay his tab relatively early on next time. I do hope that we have enough money to, like, push out into the back here. And then again, also, periodically we're going to need to be paying to get fixed up. That's like every couple days or so, or a couple cycles. But let's see, let's menu. Yes. Alright. Alright, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Okay, where did you go? You're over here. Hi. So yeah, we made some good progress. I am feeling better than I did the other day, so the reading feels better, like, in my head. Alright. Want to thank folks for watching. I do appreciate it. Want to give a shout out to the folks watching the VOD, whether it be on Twitch or over on the YouTube archive. I do hope you enjoy the stream and you are able to catch a live one at some point. Follow the channel if you like. Join Discord if you want. Both are great ways to keep track of when I do come online. You can sub to the channel here on Twitch. Helps keep the lights on, helps keep me in video games, super supportive, all that good stuff. Over on YouTube, like the video, comment, just let me know that you're enjoying this. It mostly just consists of me, reading text to you lot, but, I'm sure someone enjoys that to some degree. Either way, like, comment, subscribe to all the YouTube things. I hear it helps. I don't even know. Next scheduled stream should be tomorrow night. Next Citizen Sleeper stream, probably next Monday. But yeah, tomorrow night, we're gonna just keep pushing our way through more Shadowrun. I don't know how close we are to the end, honestly. I think I looked up the wiki or one of the walkthrough things, and it looked like there were more missions left than I thought there were. Either way, I think we should hopefully be able to finish this week. Yeah, we should hopefully be able to finish Shadowrun Returns this week. But until next time, I do hope everybody's taking care of themselves with everything going on. I have been Somebody Nowhere. You have been amazing. And I do hope to see you next time. Ending screen, I know you're here. Alright. Have a good night.